Hello, everybody. Welcome. Happy Monday. We have a listing show on tap for everyone this evening. We're going to do some print ads. Very excited to see everyone. I'm getting some weird, wonky, flashy stuff going on with my camera tonight. Of course, why not? Number 2 is here. Welcome, Carl. How you doing? Welcome, CJ. If somebody wants to just check in and confirm that they can hear me and see me, I'd appreciate it because I have this strange, like, jittering effect almost. Hey, Jackie Jack, how you doing? Sounds like a James Bond movie. Hey, Vintage Memories, how you doing? That's right, Mayday, yeah. Purple Sorko, how you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Lee, how you doing? Yeah, May 1st. Lousy weather continues here. We had some sun today, which is shocking. First time in 10 days or so. But we're still like in the low mid-50s. It's supposed to be 73. I looked it up. Normal high. We're like 20 degrees below normal. But if you look at a map of the United States, there's this crazy low pressure system like in Dawn country, actually, somewhere near Dawn, Queen of Canada, and it just keeps spinning and staying in the same spot and funneling this cool, cloudy, lousy weather down our way. So hopefully that'll blow out of town. Yeah, a little robot jerky. Exactly. I see that in the video. Not sure what's going on there, but don't worry. We're not going to look at me much. We're going to do a little bit of listing. Yeah, exactly. Max headroom. So with that said, let's pull up. Let's see how this works tonight with all this stuff going on. Let me make sure I have my photos loaded. I do. We are going to be listing Back to Good Old Life magazine tonight. And we're going way up to, last week we did 1929. Let's pull up. There we go. There's the psychedelia I always promise you guys. And let us go to eBay draft screen. Can you see that? You can? Okay, let me fix the positioning. Bam. Hopefully the jitter won't be as bad since I'm in a little box. Okay, everybody can see the draft screen, I presume. Yes, I see it on, there we go. Bam. See it on YouTube. All right, we're going to get right into the action tonight. We have, I think I did 20 scans this evening to take a look at. It is Christmas time, 1965. So we went ahead almost 40 years, so 35, 36 years from last week's festivities. Life magazine, 14 by 11, December 65. Is that an extra space there? No. And away we go. Hope everybody's doing well. I will keep checking over to my left to check the chat. It's going to be on a separate screen for me because I have my whole screen showing, sharing, excuse me. So let's pull in an ad, shall we? Let's go to pictures somewhere. There it is, pictures, eBay, printed. Hope everybody's doing well here on Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. A lot of Christmas ads here, mostly color. There's a couple of black and white. There's a 2-pager as well. So how should we kick this off tonight? Let's kick it off with this one. What's up, Mark? Yeah, check 1 2. Check 1 2. How you doing, Mark? Good to see you, man. All right. First up is this Admiral radio. It's like a alarm clock radio combo, solid state. Put on your nightstand, wake you up in the morning, listen to the news, traffic, all that good stuff. What's up, Nova Crow's Nest? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Okay, and now we're going to, as promised, we'll pull up the larger version so everybody can see it. There we go. Nice looking ad here. Kind of standard fare, right? Admiral, solid state, little cup of, I don't know, little Demitas over there or something like that. Black and white, but that's okay. Golden classic, new solid state clock radio at fine stores everywhere, $50. And there's different choices, the different color configurations. Comes with a 5-year warranty. So very handsome, pretty typical. Hey, Joe, what's going on, man? Just a nice looking clock radio to put on your nightstand. Again, we are in, December of 65. Let's start building this one up, and then we'll take a look at the photos a little more closely. We have Admiral Radio. I'm going to put in that just Admiral and Radio first so we can find the radio category. You can see right here, collectibles, advertising, communication utilities, radio. Bam. And we're going to go into my store category, corresponding store category, also called radios. And this is an original. This is Admiral. 1965. The U.S. ad. I think this is a new field. Unit type. Interesting. I don't think I've seen that before. Unit type is 1, so it's 1 ad. Anybody seen that before? I've never seen that with print ads. Unit type. Speaking of print ads, look at this. We got my print ad saved. Let's see how long that lasts. And the color on this is a black and white ad, so that's how I describe the color as black and white. Oh, Popeye, how you doing? Piles of postcards, no problem. Hope you had fun at the show, John. I'd love to hear more about it. Maybe you can chime in when you're up to it. We're going to be listing print ads tonight, but we're always up for chatting in between, that's for sure. All right, so there's the specifics. Looks good to me. Our category is correct. Everything's in there. I did change my listing ad rate, so I'm going to adjust that. I did go up after a pretty lousy week last week, so I'm going to try to get things going. All right, and let's pull up that photo one more time, a little blow up of this ad. If anybody wants to take a look, it looks like that's just a book on the side. When I saw it from a distance, I thought it was like a passport or something, but I think it's just a book. You can see the bookmark right there. Nice little, like I said, looks like a little tiny espresso cup, something to that effect. Looks very cozy. You're going to get some Jimmy Carter postcards up. You got at the Ohio Postcard Show this weekend? Cool. Jimmy Carter. All right, I am going to add solid state to this. I'm probably going to add clock right here, solid state clock radio. That's really about it. And then maybe some reference to the scenery here. Let's go back to the listing. Solid state clock radio. What would you guys put? Would you put like that's a really, really tiny cup. Anybody an expert out there about like coffee cups? I said demi-tasse. I don't know if that's true, but if you look at the, relative to this book and this radio, this thing looks like a glorified shot glass here. I don't know if that's anything worth referencing, but I like to jazz up my titles a little bit when there's cool things like that. I might just put nightstand, but if anybody has an idea what this cup could be called potentially, I'd appreciate your assistance. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that's Mark with postcards. I don't know, maybe even he would be a little more detailed. I'm not sure. Cup with handle. Demi cup and saucer, says Vintage. Yeah, I said demi cup and saucer. You never know. You'd be surprised what people look for. Espresso doesn't have an X, Jackie Jack. It's espresso, E-S-S, or E-S-P-R-E-S-S-O. But I know what you mean. I also thought it was like a Christmassy theme, but I don't think it is. I thought it was a snowman from a normal distance. No problem. I like the demi-tasse thing. We'll go with that. Demi. You think I have any idea how to spell demi-tasse? Absolutely not. Demi. Yeah, that's a demi-tasse if I ever seen one. A little fancy, right? Demi-tasse. Saucer. We're just short a nightstand. One Thai tea. Yeah. Speaking of Dawn, where is Her Majesty? Not sure where she's hiding right now. Maybe she'll be back, though. That's pretty cool. There's number 1 already in the books. Look at this, how simple this was. Admiral Solid State Clock Radio, Vintage Print, and Demi-tasse saucer. Let's see, just in case people are on the hunt for Demi-tasse stuff, you'd be surprised. People collect everything. I'm never surprised anymore. Bam, listed. 1 down, 19 to go. How was your weekend, everybody? Even though we're listing, like I said, let's feel free to chat per usual. Questions, comments, concerns, always welcome. If you have a moment, you want to leave a thumbs up in this golden first hour between 7 and 8 o'clock, you're pretty much guaranteed a sale during this hour if you'd be kind enough to leave a thumbs up. All offers subject to change. All those cheesy things they throw at the end of a commercial. One per customer. All right, there's one down. Admiral's gone. I liked it. It's a very homey, cozy looking ad. One, two. I like to, this is my folder that I put the scans in, as you can see. So there's 19 left, and I try to give them a quick gander here and say, well, I have 1 cigarette, 2 cigarette, 3 cigarette ads. We'll do them in a lump together. I have 2 pen ads. I have a couple of car ads. I have some beverage, 3 car ads. I have some beverage ads. Try to do products consecutively, just so we don't have to keep switching categories. Sorry to hear that call. Yeah, I mean, it was a little better than those last couple of days of the week, but still pretty pathetic. Pretty pathetic. A lot of Christmas stuff. We're going to go off to Schneider today, though, because we got 20 Christmas ads. But first, because I always like to have fun with these nasty foods, Chef Boyardee. AR. Okay, we'll put AR. Pizza in a can in a box. Yum, yum, yum. Slow as molasses, eh? All right, let's take a look. Let's switch categories up. We're going to go food and beverage. That sounds right to me. Although the term food is used very loosely with this product. Let's go to food. My internal category. Done. Let's do a little copy and paste action so I don't have to type Chef Boyardee again. This is a multicolor ad. It's original. The brand is Chef Boyardee. It is a print ad, which somehow does not save. Drives me nuts. Hate the new listing tool. Have I mentioned that? It's from 1965, US of A. Everything else, same. All right, what is this? The spice, tang, and sizzle of pepperoni pizza now in a mix. All right, so we're going to put pepperoni. I guess I'll just put pepperoni pizza. Pepperoni pizza mix. That's a series of words that should never follow each other. Pepperoni pizza mix. Ugh. Now in a box. That's it. Nothing else to even talk about on this one. Just list it. Forget it. Done. 2 down. What's up, Jeff? How you doing? Good evening to you, sir. Hope you're doing okay. Hope your sales have rebounded over this weekend. Show us a little sign of life. I would appreciate a sign of life. That's all I'm asking for. And this is the best way I know to generate some, do some sales, do some creative pricing schemes, whatever you got to do. But at the end of the day, as John says, you list, you sell. Is that the only food ad? Got a couple of beverage ads. Anybody see any more food? I don't think so. Wow, that's rare. Oh, no, here we go. Here's an ad that looks a whole lot older than 1965. This looks like something I would have seen in like a 1918 ad or something, just by the way it's drawn, and it's kind of strange. But actually, believe it or not, this would be a Quaker Oats ad. I think it was. Let me take a look again. Oh, where do my pictures go? Did we get rid of that pepperoni? Yeah, we did. Let's take a look at this one. Cold cereal on a cold morning. How cruel. Here's a little factoid I did not know. Does anybody remember this, or is it maybe it's still a thing? You see at the very bottom right, it says, in some cities, Quaker Oats is called Mother's Oats. I, for one, have never heard of Mother's Oats. Be curious to see, depending on where you guys are in our nation or around the globe, if you've ever heard the term Mother's Oats, the Quaker Oats guy. How unconscionable. So you get the idea that this poor kid is freezing. I don't know what's going on down here. What is this? Little boy in the snow, little girl in the snow? What's going on down here? Can't really make out this ad. Help me with this. I can't make out that photo or that picture. You've heard of Mother's Finest. Yeah, it must be a Canadian thing. Yeah. No, it's just an overall strange, something very odd about this whole thing. I don't know what's going on. Is it a kid like out in the snow? Quaker bought out mother. Okay, cool. Obviously post 65. Thank you for that, Finished Memories. But what are you singing here, everybody? Is that, to my eyes, that's a child in the snow. Would that be correct? Am I missing something? You know, sometimes you see something for too long and, you build your own impressions, and a fresh set of eyes can come in and say, no, you silly boy, that's a, I don't know, whatever. See, Purple Sorko sees a hockey player. I mean, I don't, is there a possum? Is there a woodchuck in the photo? I don't know what's going on. To me, it looks like a kid, a sorrowful looking, I can't tell. I'm leaning girl in the snow. Looks like, some sort of like upside down creature, frozen to death. Dead cat is in contention. I don't know what's going on here. It's a very, very strange ad in my view. Very strange. And blowing it up just makes it even more confusing. It does kind of look like an upside down cat, doesn't it? It's Dawn not wanting to list. All right, we will get back to this. Let's just set the basics up. We know it's Quaker Oats. Let's just take care of the silly suggested and all that. We have Quaker has its own category. This is food, beautiful. This is a black and white ad. Black 7, black and white. Quaker, this is a print ad. It is. Despite its Canadian ambiguity, I think it is a United States ad. Like he has the goalie mask pushed up on his head. I don't know. We're going to revisit because it's a bizarre looking image to say the least. It's original. All right, we got all that. Let's go back to this crazy, very strange advertisement. A hockey mask. It looks like a little girl with some kind of like ornate hat on her head is what I thought. There she is. She hath risen. Welcome, Dawn. We need your help. This looks like a Canadian ad. I think they snuck in a Canadian ad on us. And we can't make heads or tails of this. Is that a dead cat laying on the ground? Is that a boy or a girl? Is she in the snow? It is a boot time. It's a boot time. It's great. What are you talking about? Yeah, Jeff, it says that it's a combination. At the very bottom, it says in certain cities. What does the wording say exactly? In certain cities, right here, in some cities, Quaker Oats is called Mother's Oats. 1965. This looks like it's a much, much older ad, but it's not. Yeah, which even to me furthers the mystery. Don't you forget, Mama, when it's cold and dreary outside of steam. Yeah, let's see if there's anything in the description here. Sending your kids out in their underwear. On a cold morning, kids need the warmth of a good hot bowl of Quaker Oats, way deep inside where warmth really warms. See, nothing about that kid being, playing hockey or holding a dead cat in the frozen tundra. I just don't get this one at all. I don't know what's going on up here. Is that a hat? Somebody, a Purple Sorko, who said it looks like a goalie mask potentially? It looks like a girl, but then this almost looks like a sideburn. Like, what is going on? What is this creature down here? What is this? Somebody help me with this one. Otherwise, we're going to wind up pulling a mark and just writing Quaker Oats add snow child or something. Hey, what's up, Keith? Are there any other listings of that ad that may identify the unknown creature? I don't know. If somebody wants to give a gander, go ahead. Put in Quaker Oats 1965 Life magazine ad and see if there's anything. A Canadian hamster. There you go. To me, it looks like a smaller child has fallen in the snow. I don't know, man. A cotton bob on top. I don't know. Somebody made that. I'll blow it up again. This section down here looks like a cat's face, doesn't it? Like an upside down cat's face. I don't know. I think at a minimum, we're going to go children in snow or child in snow. Yes, the kid looks quite distressed. I mean, they were sent out on a cold morning with cold cereal. How unconscionable. You see? Because mama forgot to give them the hot bowl of Quaker Oats that they need. You know what we could do? If you flip it around sometimes. You sure that's not a cat? Look at that. One eye, two eyes, ears, face. No? Like, what is this? Is that the top of a hat you guys are talking about? I just wish I could figure it out. And there's no hint in the wording at all. You know? It's not a cat. You sure done? It's a kid's face down. That might be one of the worst things I've ever seen if it's true. Two kids thrown out into the snow. And is this a hat on this girl's? What is this? Is that her hair with a bow? Did a quick search and there was only one listing. No cold cereal on a cold morning, vintage printed. All right, good. So we'll mark this up to $45. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, well, I am. We're pulling a mark, folks, because I just don't know. Kids, I'm going to put kids in snow. A hot cereal. To the dog. What's up, Sea Lights? I know. See, people are saying dogs, cats. I don't know. A bonnet? I don't know. Why would a girl be wearing a bonnet in the snow? Like, oh, I forgot to put the ear here. I don't know, but I'm sick of looking at it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to call it Quaker Oats. I'll write oatmeal. I get some more characters in there. There we go. Enough, I say. Yeah, it's a very odd, I would agree. Queen of Canada, very, very bizarre drawing. But it's gone. And when that sells, we're going to question the person that buys it and say, what in the name of God made you buy that ad? All right, there's 3 already. Everybody's doing well as you come into the show. I greet you warmly. I don't throw you out in the snow. Let's keep with the snow Christmas thing going here. We have a nice little 1-horse open sleigh with 2 horses. Imperial, what is that? Imperial what? We'll have to blow it up. Whiskey, something like that. A form of booze. Booze sells. Whiskey by, yeah, it's whiskey. But I like that. So we're going to go Imperial whiskey. Maybe the artist was part of a project MK Ultra and on acid. Possibly. But that is a weird one, without question. All right, we're getting into the fine world of booze now. I think we have a couple of booze ads. We'll throw them all together. I think we're going to list this 20 in about 50 minutes. We'll get them all done. Black and white. What's up, Joe? Yeah, I don't know, but I think much to Dawn's point, it's almost like one of those tests. Like, what do you see in this image? And everybody seems to see something different, which is weird. What was the name of this thing? Imperial. I'm going to hold off on that until we blow it up because maybe it's made by somebody else and Imperial is just like a product name. U.S. Distillery 65. All right, let's pull this one up. Hopefully it's a little less crazy. There it is. Very nice image here. Whiskey by Hiram Walker. There we go. Hiram Walker Imperial. It's a blow up of the, it's an antique sleigh photographed on Lake Placid, home of the 1980 Olympics. Remember that, guys? Do you believe in miracles? I know Popeye knows. Popeye remembers that. He's a fan of the hockey. To me, the ad read, if you don't give your kids a hearty breakfast, they won't have the strength to make it so inclined. Yeah, exactly. A very morbid, very, very strange. And the distressed look on that boy-girl's face, whatever that was, out of control. Yep. All right, so it's Hiram Walker. That will be the, as opposed to Johnny Walker, I guess, huh? Hiram. Hiram Walker. Damn. Hiram. Real whiskey. Sled. Horse-drawn sled. What do you think about that, everybody? Horse-drawn sled. Snow. Keywords. Like Placid might be nice to throw in there, but what's up, Mark? How you doing? Lori and Mark. Hey, it's Mr. Lori. Welcome to the show. Great to have you, man. We've heard much about you, but never seen you. Glad to have you on the show tonight. But yeah, this one is a lot more tame, a lot more normal, a lot easier to describe than the previous one for sure. I'm going to straighten that just a little bit. There we go. Handsome looking ad, I'd say. All right, anybody have anything they want to bring up on that one more time? It's pretty self-explanatory. Just a nice image, though. A couple of like mini, I don't know if they're ponies or over to Dawn, our resident zoologist here, who seems to know everything about every animal. Would those be like miniature horses? Would they be ponies? What are we looking at? This is just for my own edification. I don't really care as far as the ad goes. What's up, Jim? Late to your show, but for a good reason. Sold 6 salad plates. Way to go, man. And a postcard. Wanted to get them ready to go out tomorrow. Oh, absolutely, man. That's like the golden spot for me. 37 to 4. Now, remember, the 37, 38, 39 are going to be slightly slim pickings because you're still in the depression. And you'll probably see it. If you look at the physical density or depth of the magazines, those late 30s ones are pretty sparse. But then by the time you get into 40, 41, you'll be chock full. That's awesome, man. Great stuff. Yep, war bonds are awesome. You got them for $3 an issue. It's still, it's still great, right? You sell one ad for $10, $15. You sell for the magazine 5 times older. That's great, man. That's my sweet spot. I love that era. But you'll find more ads in 40 and 41 most likely than you will 37 to 39. Pony drawn sleigh. Yeah, it looks like ponies. Anybody a honeymooners fan? A string of Peloponnese? Instead of polo ponies, he said a string of Peloponnese. Don't know if that means anything to anyone if you're not a fan of the honeymooners. But there we go. List it. Dropping like flies tonight. All right. Let's see what's next. We got the pony drawn carriages history. Let's stick with the alcohol ads since we are in that arena right now. Well, Bacardi, what do you think? It's a cool looking ad. Some like weird elves over here. We're gonna blow this one up for sure, but we'll put on Bacardi. Cardi. Well, Bacardi, as they say. Islands. I'm not sure if it has its own. It does. Distillery Bacardi. Getting thirsty there, vintage memories? Yeah. Cheers, huh? Well, salud, I should say. This is multicolor. Let's just take care of this since we're here already. Print it, and then we can take a look at the image. Kind of weird. Kind of, it's nice. It's little elves, but I'll let you guys be the judge. Freaky looking elves, if you ask me. Is everybody pro elf in this room tonight? We have any anti elf people? Drunken elves eat at midnight. Yeah, there you go. Jackie Gleason bore striking resemblance to your granny. Now that is freakier than these elves done, right? No offense to Granny, but I don't think you want to look like Jackie Gleason. All right, let's pull up this ad. There it is. Look at these things. They're actually not as bad that I blow it. It's like Sweet Old Men. What does this say? Eggnog. It's an eggnog recipe book. You got the, I'm going to put rum in there. And we have a recipe, which is always good stuff. Always good stuff when you have a recipe in there. We're definitely going to incorporate that into the listing. Say it's a Bacardi rum eggnog listing. What's up, Joanne? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Thank you very much for coming in. We are listing ads from Life magazine, December of 65 tonight. We had 20 when we started. I think we have 15 or 16 left. We're plowing through them pretty quickly. But very nice ad, and this is the cool part, obviously. This elf up here has a recipe book himself, how to make the eggnog. The other elves are doing the work here. This guy's a hard worker. Look at the size of that thing. It's a vat of eggnog, if you ask me. All right, let's go back to the ad quick. Bacardi rum. Eggnog recipe. Love eggnog as a kid without the booze. Now it's kind of, yeah, I know. When you realize what it is, it kind of takes the fun out of it. They have eggnog that's not made out of eggs now, if you're interested in that. But cool ad. How would you guys? I guess I'd put elves, 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 right? Elves. How would you guys put this? Elves. How do you spell elves? ELVES. Love the eggnog. Elves mixing. Granny had a mustache. I like virgin eggnog for the first month around Christmas. The what it is doesn't bother me. It's just way too sweet. Oh, really? Yeah. I don't know why I'm lost with a word here. Elves stirring. Like, I don't want to repeat eggnog again. I was going to say like eggs making eggnog or elf eggnog recipe book. What is this first word? Does that say Bacardi eggnog? I think it does. Ed Pixies. Hey, Jennifer, how you doing? It's a good term that people would search for. Pixies. Very, very good. I like it. I like gnomes too. My wife calls them gnomes. What other word can we use? Elf. How about just elf singular? That pretty much fills up the rest, right? This is the kind of ad I do believe once somebody sees this, it will be appealing to them. So that's the true purpose of the keywords is just to get them in, the eyes in front of the ad. So I don't have to go too nuts with some of these descriptives, but I just want to get it in front of people. This is a case of it's a unique enough, cool looking thing. People will buy it. Bam. And please don't forget, everybody, if you want to get a sale this first hour, we still have about 25 minutes in the first hour. Leave a thumbs up if you're enjoying the fun. It's a pleasure having everyone. Thanks for coming in on a Monday night. Proud to be doing back-to-back listing shows after a while of not doing them. It's a lot of fun. Helps me get listings up, helps us chat, hopefully helps everybody with ideas. All right, there's the elves are gone. But the booze just keeps on coming. We got a couple up here. Let's go to the Old Crow. That's an old standard. I've listed many an Old Crow ad. Sold Old Crow ads with some regularity too, which is kind of cool. What's up, Lori? How you doing? You got it. You just finished making dinner. Cool. Well, welcome to the show. Thank you very much. And thanks for bringing your husband in. We've heard so much about him. It's cool that he's actually on tonight and watching. Hope you enjoy the show. Feel free to contribute at any point. Printed Old Crow, US 65. All right, that was pretty easy. Let's take a look at this cool ad. You got Christmas tree, you got Christmas ornaments. Give the gift that's wrapped in good wishes. Just look for some cool stuff. We're going to put in bourbon whiskey. All the way. This is why I love to blow these things up like this. Look at how kind of almost hidden all the way at the bottom. Free mixing magic booklet. I love to reference when there's a recipe, as we just had in the previous one, or any giveaways or sweepstakes or things like that. I like to reference that when at all possible within the body of the title. We have a lot to work with because of Christmas. I'm going to put Christmas tree. Christmas tree is a major. What's up, Michael? How you doing? Christmas tree is definitely going to be a searchable Christmas tree. What was this? Old Crow is what? Whiskey? Bourbon. One bourbon. Yeah, bourbon. Bourbon. One scotch. Bourbon. Oh, old granddad ads. Absolutely. I've sold a few of those too, Jackie Jack. Hey, Barbara, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming in. You're late, but you're here. That's all that matters. I'm thrilled to have you. Grant is here. I didn't see Grant. If I missed you, I'm sorry. And Leland, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Sorry about this, everybody. I don't have the chat up on my main screen like I usually do. When I'm doing listings, I have to have a full screen so you can see the full screen. And that takes away the chat portion of my screen. So I have to look over on the other computer on my left. Thank God I have the other computer up. But there's Grant. Good evening, Grant. Good evening to you. Thank you for coming in. Mark is your ad and postcard guy. Beautiful. So we're waiting for Mark to contribute. Come on, Mark. What do you got? What would you write? So far, so good. Old Crow bourbon, Christmas tree, ornament might be good. You listed one of those yesterday, really? Old Granddad. Yep. They're very, very common ads. Earlier than this, typically. This is 65. Usually they're a little bit older than that. 30s, you see a lot of Old Granddad ads. I'm going to put ornament. Just, again, throwing keywords in that people would search for. Your wife is going to be a jewelry model? Yeah, Dawn, there's a bunch of those. They're very common. Here we go. I do want to put this mixing magic booklet, but is there anything else anybody sees in this image? Maybe like gift box or bow. What do you guys think? Is that mistletoe up there? Could be. Would have hidden Mickey too. 300, Grant. I used to do, and look at how clear it is. This is 300. I used to do a higher DPI on that big old A3 scanner, but then I found out that eBay doesn't reproduce in the same DPI. They have a threshold. I don't know what that threshold is exactly. It's probably like 300 or 400. So I've done 300 now. And as you see, they still come out crystal clear. It also saves a little bit of size on the images in my computer. If you guys remember when I was doing listing shows, because I had that higher DPI, every once in a while I'd go to post a photo or post a scan, and it would say the image was too big and I had to reduce the size. So to avoid all that nonsense, I'm at 300, but as everyone can see, look at how close we can get in on this 300. And it still looks pretty swell to me. Christmas ball. Yeah. Bow. I might just go bow and free booklet. Bow. Free booklet. It's just a 76. And there you go. Jennifer says tuxedo. That's a good one. All right, we're going to move on to the next ad here. Mrs. Flippett whispering in the background, trying to figure out what's going on there. I think she's just being courteous to all of my viewers, and me, which I appreciate. There we go. Oh, Granddad. Let me see. Is there any more booze? Anybody see any more booze? Yes, of course we see more booze. It's Christmas time. What is this? This would be Valentine's Scotch. Nice. Valentine's made ale, Valentine ale, which is kind of a beer. I don't think I've ever seen Valentine's Scotch, though. Always fun when you see new stuff, at least for me. We'll do Scotch. Perfect. Valentine's. Multicolor. Brand is Valentine's. Original 1965. US of A. And print ad. All right. There we go. Let's pull this one up.
Hello. Hi, Linda. How are you? All right.
Do you give token gifts? Finest blended Scotch whiskey. Or do you give Valentine's the Scotch that always reveals its good taste and yours? You really know how to get to people. Pre-wrapped without any additional charge in fifth quarts, half gallons, where legal. Bottled in Scotland. Blended Scotch whiskey. 86 proof. He looks like Dr. Smith. Exactly. Look at that. It's not him, though. I don't think that's him, Lori, but he does look just like him. I didn't know if anybody would remember that. From Lost in Space, everyone.
Okay. And then
That's the first thing I thought. That's why I blew up on it. I'm like, oh, man. What a world. What a world. All right, so we are going to go, I'll go Scotch whiskey. Token gifts. Scotch whiskey.
And then, Linda, I just sent you the form.
Whiskey.
That kind of stuff.
Quill. I like that going right. Quill token gifts. I'll just put gifts. Presents. Yes, he does. Exactly like him. It's crazy.
You know what, Linda? I could just get the information.
I'm not looking it up. What's his name? Lori, what's the actor's name?
So it's 2018, 6% tax nationwide. It's going.
Can't remember his name. Unfortunately, he's probably dead at this point.
What's the person's name?
Cravat for all the Cravat enthusiasts. What in the name of God is a Cravat? He asks ignorantly of Michael. Is that something to do with his attire? This is a kind of a cool looking. Is that a Cravat? What about the type of those like half glasses? Are they called something? The half rim glasses. Cravat. You say Cravat. I say Cravat. Jonathan Price, is that his name? However you say it, what is it? Is that his attire? Something to do with like that groovy shirt he's wearing? The scarfy thing. Cool.
And then I think we've got
Cravat, the neck thing. But it is spelled Cravat. Do we have room for that? We don't. All right, we'll do gifts. Cravat. Thank you. Awesome. I like it. I think it's a very original word to use. What's a mock? Yeah, well, I mean, what a world. What a world.
When does that start?
Jonathan Harris. Dead as a doornail, I'm thinking. He was probably 80 then. He probably wasn't. He looked like he was old, but he probably wasn't. That's what's scary.
Are we billing them at the end of the cycle or beginning of the cycle?
All right. There's another one down. I did hit list on that, right? All right. I think I did. If not, I'll redo it. Again, thank you everybody for coming in tonight. It's 7:45 already. Flying by. Having some fun. Learning words like cravat. Where's the cravat, Ed? Right there. All right. I do believe that takes care of our alcoholic consumption for this evening's show. We have many cigarettes to consume, though. And before we get to the cigarettes, let's do a little soda pop, shall we? For Mark, the pap. He passed an 02. Sorry to hear. Canada Dry, throwing a bone to our Canadian brethren up north. Canada Dry Ginger Ale. I do think has its own category. And I was right. Soda, Canada Dry. That's always nice because when you do that, it populates the brand for you automatically when you pick that as category. US 65. Printed. Give the gang our best. Wow, not a lot to talk about here. Although I will probably just use, you see, it's ginger ale, Collins mixer, and club soda. I think that's pretty much what we're going to put. We're going to put bottle caps. Put club soda. And hopefully we have enough space. I think we do to put Collins mixer. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jackie Jack. All these people, they look so much older than they really were. There you go. This one really requires no thought. So let's just move on. It doesn't say Christmas on it. He smoked a pot. Yeah, that's true. Hopefully everybody agrees. There really wasn't much to talk about on that one, so let's just list it. That's how fast I usually list. I'm not sure. I don't know that they really looked older. It's hard to describe. It could be the clothing. I mean, that's a set in the future. That's definitely an outlier. I was going to say sometimes the clothing and things made them look a little bit older, but that was supposed to be a space, in the future thing. I don't know. All right. Let's get rid of that one, and let's move on to the cooler of the two soda pop ads. Pap, which is right here. Let me just put this in really quick. I love the 7-Up ads. 7-Up, seriously, are bolos when it comes to print ads. People dig their 7-Ups. It's got its own category, don't you know? I mean, this is automatic, but we'll still look at the ad. Christmas goes in. Santa goes in. Two of the bigger keywords out there. Everyone drank and smoked. Yeah, that's very true. Red Glove. We're going to take a bigger look at this, but this is awesome. Look at the 7-8. It's a 24 bottle case. Man. She is. Original, multicolor, printed. Handsome looking ad here, though. Santa is a good thing to have on your print ads. What's up, Cameron? How you doing? Welcome to the show. We are listing print ads from 1965, Life magazine from December of 65. All right, let's take a look at this photo a little bit bigger, the scan. I keep saying photo. It's a scan. Needless to say, Santa. The red glove is called Red Mittens, I think that is, right? The more 7-Up, the merrier. Surprise visits, instant parties. Always looking, like I said earlier, for like some sort of recipe or giveaway. I don't see anything in this instance. It's just a copyright 65 7-Up company. 24 bottle case. I guess I'll throw that in there. Nice ad, though. Nice ad. Candy cane striped packaging. I agree, Jackie Jack. That's a winner. Anytime you can get Mr. Claus in there, it's a good thing. People dig Santa Claus. Santa Claus 24 pack case. Red mittens I'm going to put in. Remind you of the carnival game. Merrier. Damn. 7 Up. This thing will sell relatively fast. That would be my guesstimate here. This it ticks all the boxes. Christmas 7 Up is just popular. Santa Claus, you can't get much more popular than Mr. Claus, Mr. Kringle. You combine all those, it's a good looking ad. Oh, ring toss, sure. And due to the popularity, we're going to raise that price up. Let's not be fools. All right.
Oh. Okay, so that still has a few days to go. All right, so Tim, you'll get back with me about people out here.
Look at this, everybody. We had 20 ads when we started this evening, and we're down to a lot less than that. All right, I think that's all the pop ads. Oddly, we have 2 pen ads tonight. We have a couple of car ads, a couple of ciggies.
You want it tomorrow morning?
Actually, what do we have? 3? 3 pen ads. All right, let's do the outliers here, though, the one-offs. In this case, we have Bell Telephone. Hey, Lee, do you put any periods or commas in your title? I do not, nor do I put, whatchamacallits. Like if you were saying Lee's Barbecue House, I don't put the apostrophe either, because I read that those are like wastes of space, that they don't recognize them. You don't need to. It happens all the time in my postcard listings. I don't put that apostrophe in there. I don't. Extensions are for people who have everything. Pink phones, Bell Telephone, and a red Christmas ball. Think we got it? Bell Telephone, which I know, again, definitely has its own category here on eBay. Let's pull that one up. Bam, telephone. Let's go to my store category and switch that out to telephones, telephone companies. Done. Print ad somehow stays this time. Don't know why. There's no rhyme or reason to that. Drives me nuts. 1965. Yeah, supposedly punctuation is not only not required, it's preferred not to be used in titles. And trust me, I always used to. Until I read about that and I realized, you could save space with those commas and ampersands and apostrophes, and so I haven't for a bit. Go back to regular pricing on this one. Pricing, of course, subjective. You do what you want, everybody. Yeah, what's up with that? They're asking for trouble, those 4 of them. There's always 4 in every crowd. Right, Don? Okay, let us pull up this nice looking little ad. Bell Telephone. We've already documented that. American Telephone and Telegraph and Associated Companies. Obviously pre-breakup. Everything but in our bedroom, kitchen, extension saves the steps every day. It doubles your telephone convenience, yet adds a fraction of your monthly bill. All right. So this is heralding having multiple phones, extensions, which you forget what a luxury that was. Bell Telephone, extensions, red, pink. Well, let's put pink. I think the word pink is probably a bolo. Use periods and commas, even though many in here frown upon it. That's more my OCD. Yeah, that's fine, Kelly. I don't think there's any harm done with it, but I got out of the habit because it's not OCD, just my preference to use good grammar and good writing skills lent me to always use that. And then I read multiple places that not only do you not need to, you shouldn't use them. So I stopped, but it doesn't mean anything. Feel free to use them if you want. Pink bow. Red Christmas. I already used that. Red ornaments. All. One thing short, man. Those would be rotary. Both of them, Lori. Princess desk phone. That's a nice description. Let's pull that back up for Lori. Lori needs to say the pretty phones. Both rotary. These are nice. I think that's a nice looking phone. Wouldn't mind having. Well, Mrs. Flippard would have the pink one. I'd have to be cool and have a black one. What's up, Craven Cards? How you doing? Welcome to the show.
That's what we're trying to avoid. So there's one more way that we can check it out.
I deleted ad. Thank you, Dawn. Didn't mean to. Yeah, no problem. Nice looking ad though, and thank you for letting me know I deleted ad. Yeah, I'll probably fix the other ones if I need to. But there we go. Another one down.
That's why I don't want it to go on further.
Not a red one. Not a bat phone.
So if I have to bang it all out and just redo it, then that's what I need to do. No, I really don't want to, because then I would literally have to create the yeah. I don't know, like that. 2021. Is it 19 done?
Okay, telephone is gone.
19 ready.
How many listings did you bust out this past weekend? I don't know the exact number, Cameron.
You know, I think
I did bang out a bunch. We wound up having to do. I don't mean to always bring this up, but it's part of my life, so I figured I'd bring it up. We have a bakery here, an in-home bakery. Mrs. Flippett is proprietor of said bakery. We had a ton of orders come in for graduations, for Mother's Day and everything, which we had to try to get ahead of. So I wound up doing. I'm wearing an elbow brace because I sprained my elbow, but I have I make the dough, I bake the cookies, I do all the work, the physical stuff, and she decorates them in back of me. And I wound up doing a lot of that over the weekend, and even like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all 4 days. But I did get a bunch of listings up. I didn't really count them though, but I got a bunch of listings up. I did some non-paper listings as well. But thanks for the question. All right, we have, I think we're down to 3. We have pens, cars, and cigarettes. That's the last 3. Let's get rid of the cigarette ads quickly. My mom used to smoke Newports, Newport 100s, menthol. She stopped smoking, thank God.
Yeah, if it was on the desktop, or if it was for the desktop, only one desktop. And every time that we try and move all that over, the program doesn't come with it, just all the data. So the data.
Oh, be careful driving, Gravity. Gravity Cameron. Sorry for the dead silence. That must be exciting to listen to when you're driving and you hear nothing. You hear Mrs. Flippett mumbling in the background. Cigarettes.
So I wish that we never. I wish we had it on the website from the beginning and didn't listen to him.
Ready to try a great fresh taste? I guess they're just hanging out on the beach. Is that what everybody's gathering from this? Tastes better than any menthol cigarette. It's kind of a very typical cigarette ad. You see this all the time. Hiking on the beach, on a boat. Just an everyday activity. Obviously, smoking was just so prevalent, as I'm sure most of us remember. This makes no reference to Christmas, so I will take that out. Thinking. Couple on beach.
Yeah.
I will blow this up for everybody.
I just don't want you getting charged for phone call. You know what I'm saying?
If anybody has anything they want to add, exactly, hiking media. That's the laugh. Swimming. Some of the best ads ever are the doctors sitting in their doctor's chair, white coat going, stethoscope, ciggy in hand, and saying something like, my professional, doctors prefer Lucky Strikes 10-1 over any other cigarette, things like that. Ocean says Craven Cause, I like it. There's really not much to talk about. Mild, then, this is just, to their credit, they're just talking about the cigarette. There's not a lot of nonsense or filler words. So we'll throw in menthol for sure, because that's what they were known for.
Even if I have to go through until this is figured out.
But there's really nothing else going on here. It's water, ocean, as Craven says.
Bank account, and if he specific
Ocean.
categories.
Summer breeze, says Kelly. Makes me feel fine. Let's throw summer breeze in there. Oh, but wait a minute. Before we do that, one thing I do have to add is menthol.
Like I can break that down. I can break that down from our
So much so that I might do this. Menthol cigarettes.
bank account. That I
Ocean
can
breeze we'll
menthol.
put. Feel fine. The girl, don't look at Dawn. Dawn's learning. Hanging around us people. All right. Bam. List it.
In the meantime, I'll talk to Marty tonight to figure out what can be done and all right, that's fine. All right, I'm gonna finish up what I need to finish up and then I'm gonna go upstairs and see the invoices. All right, thanks.
Okay.
Not a problem.
We have a legendary Marlboro Man up there. Marlboro Man ads definitely sell. I've sold tons of them. I can say with confidence. They're very common, but they sell. Let me just trim off this. There's a little bit of black there, which I don't like. A little petty, I know, but try to keep things tidy. There you go. Classic Marlboro Man. It's difficult to come up with different ways to say Marlboro Man, quite frankly, though. Marlboro cigarettes. Horse. Cowboy hat. Oh, you want me to say, yeah, it's a good broad. I'm going to switch. Oh, we have Marlboro filled out. All right, beautiful. Other ones, I do struggle. It's funny. The simpler the ad, sometimes I struggle more with coming up with creative ways to word it. You know, like this is just clearly the Marlboro Man on a horse smoking a cigarette. Like, how many things can you say about that? Not much. Not much. But yet, I try to do that because I'm trying to sell these things, right? And then we can get into minutia, like what kind of horse is that? Did I put cowboy? I thought I put cowboy. Maybe I didn't. I know I put cowboy hat, right? That's a clean shaved guy right there. Look at the clean shave. I mean, probably a crew cut going. There's like no hint of a sideburn. Nostrils flaring. You know what I mean? Sometimes I like to reference the type of a horse. You know what I mean? Definitely going to put horse. If I didn't put that, I'm pretty sure I did. Let me see. Did I put cowboy hat? I put cowboy hat. Horse. I mean, what do you call a white horse?
There are no white horses.
What do you call a horse that looks whitish gray?
I have to see the picture.
All right, we have a equine expert coming to lend a hand here tonight. Palomino?
That's not a palomino.
What kind of horse?
That's a dapple.
A what?
A dapple gray.
D-A-P-P-L-E?
D-A-P-P-L-E.
Dapple gray, everybody. There's your word of the day. Dapple.
Actually, it just looks like a dirty horse.
Well, dapple. Let's see if eBay likes that. Dapple gray. Honey.
Would you like to know what breed it is? And...
I know. Cameron's like, of course, obviously it's dapple gray, you fool.
Well, dapple gray usually has white. That's
Dirty dapple gray.
Just looks like a dirty horse.
That's okay. It's just these are keywords. We're trying to sell an ad.
Okay.
So
Not a white horse.
when something is as boring as a cowboy smoking on a horse, you got to jazz it up with some.
A cowboy smoking a horse.
You have some cool wording like dapple gray horse, because that one person out there on the planet that's searching for all things dapple gray.
Somebody's gonna say, that's not
I got just I know. Then I'll just send them on your way.
dapple.
Appaloosa? What's Appaloosa?
That's not an app.
It's not an apple, Mela. Sorry, denied. My wife is a horse girl.
It's so hard to tell by just the face.
I know, not the best view, but I figured your scary sense of horse knowledge would come through there. So we're gonna go with dapple gray. And for the cigarettes, I don't remember. There might be one more.
That could be an Appaloosa.
Oh no, see, Lee. Now she's going your way and saying, you know what?
I mean, it could,
Now that I
because,
think about it,
dapple grays, like I said, usually have a white mane,
Mm-hmm.
but
Pall
an
Mall.
Appaloosa has spots. So do you see spots on that horse?
But like you said, all you see is the face, really.
Right, and you can't even tell.
Apple
You
pie.
can't tell that it's an app unless you see spots.
All right. We've moved on.
Well,
Well, thank you for your contribution, though, honey.
I think we should still discuss this.
Pall Mall. Merry Christmas, Merry. On particular.
Is it Marlboro?
Yeah. There's a million. If you look at the Marlboro Man, of course, there's a cowboy smoking all the time with a horse. All right, there we go. Be particular. Must be the catchphrase here. Famous cigarettes, Christmas gift. What is this? Holly? Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to go gift box. That old gray mare. Holly? See, but this is how do you not put that? Particular.
I'd be happy to know that it is a dapple gray because I found the horse that he rides.
Beautiful. It is confirmed, ladies and gentlemen. Back-a-pack. We'll go with that. Craven Cards. Tobacco. You're going to eat a bean and cheese burrito and then go finance a Subaru. Well, you have a grand old time doing that. Cameron, thanks for stopping in. No, that was We Need a Little Christmas. Da, da, the holly. Da, 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 da. Need a Little Christmas. Holly, tobacco. Anybody else have any words to describe this ad? Anything standing out that I've missed? Well, yeah, how about Christmas? Roll out the barrel. Now, for all the booze ads, that would have been appropriate. 8:09, everybody. Hopefully you got your thumbs up. Hopefully you get some sales this evening. Please let me know, as always, if anybody does get a sale, please bring it up to the crowd here. I like cotton. That's the right word, Dawn, right? Cotton cigarettes. There we go. Bam. Well done, Dawn. Thank you. Gift cotton, holly tobacco. Bam. That is holly, right? I think that's a little bit of holly. We're going to go with holly. It's a keyword. And there's no points for accuracy. And there's no demerits for inaccuracy. So, bam. There goes the cigarette ads, just like that. Vintage Memories. Congratulations. What'd you sell? Spill the beans. Cameron's enjoying some bean soup, so spill the beans. Bam. Kelly's starving up there in Maine. Kelly, we are playing a show in Rochester, New Hampshire in July, which, according to my map, is on the Maine border, southern Maine border. Is that anywhere near you? Do you know a town called Rochester in New Hampshire? We are playing the Opera House up there in July. So if you ever wanted to come see a show and hang out and say hi, anybody else in New England? I know on the last show, the show before that, I told everybody I would let you know if we're playing. I know we're playing in New England, but as they're announced, I would let you know. And that's the first one I can mention is on Rochester, New Hampshire. The boys and I will be going up there in the middle of July. Once we have official confirmation and all that stuff, I'll let everybody know the date. But it's in July. And it's Rochester Opera House in New Hampshire. All right, cigarettes are done. What do we want to do? Pens or cars, folks? Hey, Doug, how you doing? Douglas Edmonds is here. Welcome to the show. It's a chat room choice here. Do we want to go pens or do we want to go automobiles? It's your choice, guys. You sold a postcard all day, just one. Oh, I know, man. It's slim pickings, unfortunately, recently. But if anybody is up in the New England area, we know Kelly is. We know Allie's up in Massachusetts. We know Annie is up in Massachusetts. Automobile says Vintage Memories. Okay, let's do since she spoke up first, so he spoke up first, let's do that. We'll go Ford. Handsome looking vehicle coming up here. Ford definitely has its own category. Fan of the Fords. Automobiles American, Ford. Print ad and Ford. Look at that. It's so strange how sometimes it prompts you to put in. Sometimes the print ad will come right up, and sometimes you have to. Most of the time, you have to type it. So inconsistent, crazily inconsistent, wildly inconsistent is the eBay at times. Okay, this is an original multicolor ad Ford. We don't know the make yet, but we'll get. I mean, excuse me, the model yet, but we will get there. Sure, we will get there. United States, 565. Car ads automatically get premium pricing because they are car ads. We allow offers here. All right, let's pull up this Ford, see what's going on with this one. That would be the 66 Ford Galaxy. Looking sharp right there. It's a nice color, actually. It really is. Isn't that a pretty color? I like that. And it has an 8-track player built in. Wow, that's pretty wild. Leland, yesterday was your best sales day yet. Best item that sold was a camel saddlebag that was bought in Egypt. Holy cow. Good for you, man. Congratulations. Unfortunately, I cannot say the same, but very happy that worked out well for you. Okay. Had to wear the white gloves to drive. That's right. Well, when handling the 8-track for sure. So it has a stereo tape. I mean, this is a major novelty. In 1965, this is a huge novelty. And we will definitely be referencing that. But I love that picture. I really love the color a lot. That's a royal blue, I guess. Is that what you guys call that, royal blue? Very nice image. Beautiful car. So much more like personality to cars, you know? Kind of lost. They've all become homogenized. All right, 66 Ford Galaxy. That's how they spelled it, right? Galaxie. Metal blue, more of a navy blue. 8-track tape, stereo. Huge novelty then. Didn't even realize 8-tracks were around then. I think of them more of like a later 60s things. That's because you got to use your fingers tonight, Dawn. Turn off the stereo and listen to one of the quietest rides in the world. White glove, believe it or not, might be noteworthy. I think that's a cool enough term that we're going to throw it in there. Very cool. But it's a nice looking ad. I like even the moodiness of the background, wherever that is, like foggy or misty or something with a statue in the background. Big old 60. We're going to indicate it's model year 66 for sure. As you might have heard, I talked about this last show, I think, that somebody had a question for me. It was the same kind of a thing. It was 56, 57 or 55, 56. And somebody posed a question to me that just said 1956 question mark. And I said, no. 55 ad, 56 car. So this is a 65 ad, 66 car. Stereo tape system. Quiet performance. XL is really the card for you. V8. Let you play 70 minutes of your favorite music. Drive this quick, quiet, sporty 66 Ford XL. Luxury might be thrown in there. Just had a sale. Congratulations, Lee Miller. Air India paper items. Cool. Very nice. 500 XL, says Douglas Evans. That's right. There it is. Ford Galaxy 500 XL. Thank you for that. Throw it in for sure. Car people are picky, and they might be searching on that exact term. Sleek is actually a good word, too. Very good. With that one. Luxury might be It's a luxury vehicle, and that takes us right to 80. But sleek is a very, very good description. All right, that's a nice one. Like the color. Love that there's an E-track. Somebody want to look up on E-tracks? I didn't realize E-tracks were available in 65, but they were like 69, 68, 67. Period. We had them. I remember them in the 70s for sure, very well. We had an 8-track player in our car growing up too. So they lasted a little while. Funky little things. If anybody doesn't remember 8-tracks, so annoying. You could be in the middle of a song, it stops and then flips. Just awful. Bam. There's our Ford. Let's see what's next. All right. God, I hate those green cars. They're so common, that olive green color. 60s into the 70s. Let's just get out of the way because I can't stand something about that color makes me nauseous. That like olive green. Oofa. This would be a Chrysler 440 TNT. Just change our category to Chrysler. Bam. See how it kept print ad that time? Strange. So inconsistent. 1965. Model is 66. See, that's what I'm going to change that in the previous one. I mean, origin, excuse me. Model we just said, but I don't remember what it was. I'll have to look it up again. It's called the Chrysler 440 TNT. World's ugliest color. Cover your eyes, everybody. Oofa. Pretty tough to stay loyal to another make with Chrysler looking like this. Some people will say it's just not a question of loyalty. I just can't afford a Chrysler. Maybe, but we wonder if they know that this year there are 5 full-size Newport models. Oh, it's a Newport. Big, luxurious, comfortable, illustrated above the New Yorker 4-door hardtop. Tune in to the... Here we go, everybody. I did mention this, and this is why blowing these up is huge. See, it says, tune in to Bob Hope and the Chrysler Theater, NBC TV on Wednesdays. That's something you want to reference, but this is a New Yorker 4-door hardtop. I don't know why they put it so low. New Yorker. Four-door. For what? Hardtop, right? Then I'm going to put Bob Hope TV. Your grandparents' fridge. Oh my God. Yeah, they used to have that. That was such a popular color, that like olive green. Yep. Yep, absolutely. Bob Hope TV. What did it say down there? Bob Hope Chrysler Theater. TV theater, I'm just going to put. Why not throw, when you get a chance to throw Bob Hope into an ad, you might as well do it. Up, Burnt Orange is another one. What's up, Ryan? How you doing? Yep, the shag rugs often came in burnt orange. Avocado green, says CJ. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of that color at all. Something about it turns my stomach. All right, we are almost done already, everybody. 20 ads just in the course of an hour and 20-minute chat show. That's good work. Everybody for coming in. We're going to stay on for a bit. I'm not saying goodbye or anything, but it's amazing to me that we can get this many up in a relatively short period of time. I think we have 2 more car ads because we have a Delco battery there. But let's finish off the car ad proper. This would be a Lincoln Mercury. Just what's that category? Lincoln and Mercury. We'll go with Lincoln. I'm thinking of Lincoln. Yep, the shed carpet was legendary. Absolutely. Sure did hold a lot of dust. All right, let's take a look at this guy. Did I fix my pricing? Yes, I did. What is going on here? Oh, it's actually Ford. All right. Engine runs smoothly in desert heat. Oh, it's going through one of those simulators here. So what are we hyping up here? The fact that they have air conditioning, keep quality in your Ford built car with quality car care. They're actually selling their care package here. See, quality car care. Guy's got a stethoscope checking the car's heart. I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh no, stethoscope helps Ford and Lincoln Mercury dealers give special care to Ford built cars, factory trade mechanics. All right, I think I might actually go Ford. In fact, I'm definitely going to go Ford. We're going to get out of the Mercury because it's just a subdivision, I guess. Let's change this all and go. Well, let's go Ford, Lincoln Mercury. Ford. Probably more search than Lincoln and Mercury. But we get all of them in one fell swoop here. Printed, original. We're going to call this multicolor just because of that cheesy blue-green color that they sort of threw in there. It's really a black and white ad, but and no points taken off. I don't think they really mention a specific model here. This is an ad for the quality care package, quality car care. I'm going to put mechanics. Gonna buy you a Mercury. Yeah, that's pretty much it, right? They're doing like, heat test, cold test. That sounds good to me. Sell the ad. For the love of all that's holy, sell the ad. All right. Let us see. Was that the last? Then we'll do one more car ad, which is actually a 2-pager, and it's not really a car ad. It's for battery, Delco batteries. Before I even do this, I'm going to put 2-page old bold letters because people don't read and are idiots. We've all discussed many times. That's one consistent comment we could say. People are idiots. Nobody reads anything. I'm sure Dawn can attest to that. All right, so this is I think it's Delco, right? Yep, Delco Energizer. Don't stare into this too long. It'll actually give you a headache. One of those weird swirl things. United Delco battery. Car battery. Yes, I figured you might have something to say about that. Yeah, we'll do other auto. Still want to capture the auto collectors. It's original. It's multicolor. It's from 1965. US of A. That's print ad. That's about all we need to do. And we'll put Delco. See it popping up for me once in a while now. If you spin it, you can hypnotize. I've been hypnotized. Energizer, vacuum sealed. That 80 characters done. Yeah, but take a look at that. Isn't that crazy? You look in the center and it looks like it's moving, kind of almost like a black hole effect. Don't want to give anybody a stroke or anything looking at this, but it is kind of wild. Look at that. It looks like it's moving. There you go. That looks crazy on the replay. All right, done. Let's list that guy. Let's get that price up. It's 2 pages and cause. That's a twofer. Sorry, Lori. I told you to look away. All right. And then there were 3, I believe. All pen ads. Pen, you'd be shocked at how well pen ads can sell. Parker pens, notoriously good. There's a couple of other brands, but let's see what this. I know I have a couple. I don't remember what the brands are, though. A stroke, you're commenting on the audience average age there. Do you have to be old to have a stroke, Dawn? What are you saying? What are you saying? Surprised at you, Dawn. Always so concerned about everybody and not offending anyone. And you're saying that only old people get strokes? Huh?
Excuse me, are you yelling at my
I'm
Dawn?
yelling at Dawn
Are you yelling at my Dawn?
with a little crying, laughing face,
What's the
saying
matter with
only
you?
old people get strokes.
You don't yell at my Dawn like that.
This is a half page, and it is a
I
pocket
hear
pen.
you. I heard you with my headphones on.
Pocket pen. Adjust the, as you guys might be able to see. That's right. She's defending you, Dawn. That's what she does.
I still hear you.
5.5 inch wide. So it's the same length, but it's a 5.5 inch wide. It's like a half page ad. If anybody hasn't seen those. Yeah. Don't say Eskimo, but you could say old people only get strokes, right? Be consistent there, kiddo. Be consistent. Pocket pen. Popular item. She'll have, oh yeah, Sherlock is ferocious. He's 11 pounds of fury. So you don't want to get him involved. And do I have a pen section? I don't think I do. If I do, I'm impressed with myself. No, we'll put it into like household items. Doesn't really matter. Favorite with a U. Such a Brit. Black and white ad. Parker's Postcards, ladies and gentlemen. Check them out on YouTube. 1965, US of A, print ad. I don't know what it is about Parker pens, but they really seriously do sell and sell well typically too. So we'll also, not 24, but we're going to go 19 because it's a Parker pen ad. Let's pull this one up. I don't remember what's going on. It's a lady kissing a ball guy. That's all I could see. And there's a $5 gift. And there's a new tap tank cartridge. Ooh, that's a fountain pen. Boys and girls, what do we got here? That tip. They had Parker socks. There you go. Do not mistreat the Queen of Cat. Off with their heads. I don't know what you guys are talking about. That's a groovy ad. It really is. The arrow thing going, the fountain pen. You got a convertible cartridge. It's the Parker 45. We're going to go with that. The tap tank. Parker 45. Fountain pen, right? Packy Jack screams he needs a pig. Does anybody have any idea what he's talking about? Because I, for one, don't. Thank you. Thank you, Dawn. Kind of bizarre thing to just shout out with pride, I might add, in quotes. How to get a $20 welcome with $5 gift. Lori with the swine things. Oh, Alice in Wonderland with the off with the head reference. Oh, see, I don't know that. Nobody watched that one. Refillable cartridge. Kiss on head. Yes. Hey, Auvignon 395. Mark, welcome to the show. Moving on. Movignon. That's the Italian one. Guys, a Movignon. What's up, Mark? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Yes, Parker 45 seriously are very, very popular, and they do sell. Cartridge Kiss forehead. I'm gonna put. There she goes. Done. Peck on the pate on the pate. You guys are just coming up with words, like inventing words on your own, I think. Yeah, this is a good one. We're gonna price that up. Parker pens, Parker 45s, very popular. Little refillable cartridge thing, fountain pen. That'll sell. All right, we have the choice down to these two. We'll go with this one, and we'll save the Christmas stocking for last. Let's get rid of that little bit of black at the bottom. Just means that I didn't line it up perfectly on the OLE3 scanner. Just like that, bam. Schaefer pens. Finally clear. Popeye, here we go. Finally cleared his keyboard, sorting and prepping whatnot lots. I bought about 40 Halloween postcards at Allentown. That's fantastic, man. I was hoping maybe there'd be a video forthcoming from this event. I'd love to see. Schaefer pens. SCHEA. Yep, that's how you spell it. Fountain pen Schaefer. Not from you. Oh, here we go. See, this is a potential landmine, so we're going to avoid this. But just to show everybody who maybe hasn't seen this in previous shows from a while back, you see how I had this put into a category that's for Schaefer pens, actual pens. This is clearly not a pen, but a pen ad. So just to to avoid any potential grief from idiots that don't realize this is a piece of paper and don't read that it says vintage print ad and think I thought I was getting a Schaefer pen. We're going to go out of that category. Even though it seems to make a lot of sense, we're going to go out of that, and we're just going to go into collectible ads just to avoid any potential confusion from our misinformed audience. Multicolor. Schaefer. SCH. I have to spell that again. J like Shea Stadium. Anybody familiar with this brand of pens? I don't think I've ever seen that before. I like it. And the fact that they have their own category is actually very encouraging. So that means it's another one. Yeah, they'll think they're getting two pens. I mean, seriously, man, if you didn't know, that actually happens. Dawn's been burnt by that more times than I can count. I was burnt by it one time for a typewriter ad. But thankfully, mine never got to like a negative feedback. It was just moments after she probably felt stupid and realized, what? This isn't a 1905 typewriter for $9.99? What are you kidding me? So cancel this order. How misleading. That happened once to me. It's happened to Dawn like 3 or 4 times. Unbelievable. All right, so it's the Christmas gift. Now showing the Christmas gift.
Tomorrow, whenever we get it.
Sounds good. Thanks. Bye-bye.
I guess we could take a look. We will take a look, and we'll see if it kind of highlights any specific brands of pen here or models. I guess that's the term. You bought way too much of Popeye's sale Saturday. Hi, Lisa. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Look at these beautiful looking, brilliant, classic, will live forever pens. The walnut, that's a classic right there on the desk. Tip-top performance. You got cartridges. You got ballpoint with exclusive safeguard. Only $1.95 for this guy. Remember, this is 1965. Up to $225 for a pen. Very nice ad here. A lot of different types of pens highlighted. You got a chrome ballpoint and pencil set there for $10. I love this thing, the base. Christmas and pretty Christmas colors. A galaxy of new Schaefer stars. Might throw. Let's see if we could fit galaxy of stars in here. Probably not. Galaxy stars. Purple Socko had an item not described for skate wax ad. Got it closed easily as he listed advertising. Yep. But isn't it shocking that people think it drives me nuts, especially when you think about the pricing, right? Like in my case, it was a 1905 or 1906 typewriter. Like, did they really think they were going to buy that for $12 or whatever it was priced for? Dawn saying put ballpoint. But is it all ballpoint? There's a bunch of different types. But if the Queen of Canada says use ballpoint, well then, who am I? I had to order boxes of stuff from Popeye. Yes, Popeye has launched 1,000 careers without question. Continues to do so. I know Tuesday is one of his guaranteed shows, right? Tomorrow night. Popeye's postcards over on Whatnot. All right, we're going to list this one, and then we are left with just one ad, folks, which means we've listed 20 ads already tonight in about an hour and a half, with a lot of gabbing in between and silliness. Not bad. Hey, you got another ankle. All right, and we're down to the last item here. I don't even remember what brand this is, but we'll take a look. Clearly, we have this is a ringer of an ad, folks. You know, a Paper Mate pens is what this is, but you got Santa, you got the stocking, you got some miscellaneous holly / mistletoe going. Storing print ads, other than using a flat tub of filing cabinet, what seems to work for the rest of you? You have the short tubs that I'm not a huge fan of having to lift up dozens to find the one. You could stand them up in a filing cabinet as well, Kelly, or on its side. If you use those, I have tons of these things. The word escapes me. These type of folders that you can just hang in a filing system. If you want to have them like that, that makes a lot of sense. And it is easier than thumbing through them all. Ugh. Like the hanger files or whatever you call them. All right, this is a Paper Mate pen ad. Hanging file folders, there you go. Even in Canada, they call them that. This is too easy. Christmas, stocking, Santa, presents. Pretty much it. But we'll still look at it because it's a nice looking ad. This is Paper Mate is the brand. But I mean, I was going to say a trifecta, but it might go beyond that. You got Christmas, stocking, Santa, presents, holly, maybe? Yeah, I have no problem with them laying flat. I have a lot of them. Let's take a look at this. Very nice looking. There's that color again. Royal / what was the other blue that somebody mentioned? Maybe it was a popular color that year. Give Paper Mate and your gift problems are all wrapped up. Rather ornate looking stocking there too. Tassels? Would this be tassels? For the smaller print ads and books I use, comic book boxes. Cool. Nice looking. Very, very nice looking. Kind of in a red tablecloth as well, I would imagine. But that's what I have. Paper Mate pens, finished print ad, Christmas stocking, Santa, presents. Holly. And that is it, folks. We have listed 20 print ads already. Just going to save. What I always do, just in case anybody wants to sort of follow these techniques, is I save one, I take everything out, and I just kind of save it as a template for the next one. So I know my next life will be 183. And I hit save for later. And that's it. And then we can get out of the psychedelia here. Hi, everybody. That was fun. I think I need a haircut. Get rid of the banner. That was a lot of fun. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Got 20 print ads up just like that. Moving on says you have one of those blue ones used for years and never let another one use it. It was mean when it came to my pens, probably why I still have it. That's a great point. You had to be mean. It was a preservation thing. And now I can see everybody's comments finally. What's up, Mike? I didn't see you were here. How you doing? You sold one of those dual stock double heart pins for great money some time ago. Cool. What's up, Noel? How are you? Happy Monday. Happy May Day. We just finished listing 20 print ads. Going by topic, print ads is eventually going to end up, if you did like postcards. Yeah, you definitely want to have a system in place, just like with the postcards, because they can get out of hand pretty quickly as well. Moving on, never let anybody touch the pen. Doing L001 for large print ads. Gotcha. Hi, Lisa. You just got here. A little bit better, but still pretty bad. But thanks for asking. But again, the best thing I know to do is just get some listings up. So we just took care of 20 ads there in an hour and a half or so. Thanks for coming in. You could watch the replay if you want to check out some of the cool ads. We did Life magazine from December of '65. So tons of Christmas ads, obviously. The refills for those pens go for really good. Oh, I would imagine. Absolutely. Yeah, the Parker pen stuff. Those will probably sell pretty quickly. The Parker ads always seem to do well for me. And to have the tie-in with Christmas and have a few of them going, good stuff. Love to get those up when I see them. And those aren't that old, relatively, 65. Like a lot of the ones I have from the 40s. That's my sweet spot, is like 30s and 40s are my favorite ads to list. So this one seems pretty new to me. Consolidating storage boxes, found 4 items that are mysteriously no longer listed on eBay. Ooh, did you lose them in sell similar land by any chance? Finished memories? That happens sometimes. So I've heard. You really need to keep track if you're going to do end and sell similar. Remember that starting number, your current listings, before you start ending and selling similar. Because I've heard stories of eBay accidentally losing an ad or two when you do that process. And if you're doing thousands of them, it's very easy to lose a couple, unfortunately. List, then bake. Yeah, in my way, it was the other way around. It was bake, and then list. But point well taken, Noel. Absolutely. Lori's been finding a bunch of things that are no longer listed. Man. I would imagine it's probably a case of the end and sell similar guys. Just that's what I've heard a lot about, that people have had experience with that. The only time I ever lost listings was my own fault, where I accidentally deleted. You could check back in the files of the Jiminy Flipper channel for a couple of videos at least devoted to that train wreck where I lost 200 listings. Thank God the good news is I found them all and was able to restore them, but it took a while and it was nerve-wracking to lose 200. Hello, Veranda Files. How are you? Late to the party. Yeah, you just missed the listing show. Sorry about that, but thanks for coming in. We just finished listing 20 print ads. It happened. You have a stack of 50 postcards. Your numbers always match. When I do, I'm convinced eBay just deletes items. I guess that's possible, but I would definitely at least consider that some of them could get lost in ending and sell similar activities. So has anybody else rebounded well from last week or this weekend? Anybody experiencing good stuff? Kelly was doing really well last we spoke on Friday. I think 1 or 2 other people were doing okay, but the majority of us in the room anyway, we're kind of all in the same boat. I did up my promoted to 6 and change from 3 in an effort to try to get some activity going. Sold a pair of shoes over the weekend, which is always funny. Mrs. Flippert shoes. We still have a couple of pairs of shoes. So that was nice to sell something that wasn't paper related. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, great job having you in here. Hopefully Mr. Mermaid enjoyed the show as well. Do we each get a nickel when they sell? Yeah, you should. Finder's fee, for a set. You get an assist. We've been doing and sell similar by categories. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Instead of doing everything at once, like just doing, you had a decent weekend. You do them by category. That's an interesting approach. Like that. I'm glad to hear you had a good weekend. Weekend was terrible. Well, that's great for sure. Today's 0. Yeah, it's been slow here today. Mr. Mermaid, just fooling around. Keeping in line with the whole Mrs. Flippert, Mr. Flippert. I sold a postcard today for like $4. Tragic. Took a best offer. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Just to kickstart the engine. You shipped out 9 items. $537, man. You average selling 200 a day? Or $200. I was going to say 200 items. Yeah, that's phenomenal. $50 a pop. More than $50 an item. That's fantastic, Noel. Sales a dragon. Well, that's good. That's always a good thing. And we're already a quarter in and change, right? We're in beginning month 2 of quarter 2 already, shockingly. So hopefully, I mean, this is traditionally when things, you usually hear people say that maybe not May, but after Memorial Day is when you're going to get the whole summer thing beginning. And a lot of vacations and people doing outdoor stuff. And that's when stuff usually slows down. So it would be nice to maybe get a good May ahead of that and kind of bank it and then hope for cross fingers and look forward to fall already as far as sales go. I'm not trying to rush the summer and the spring, trust me. I'd love to feel a little spring. We're still in the 50s like I've been crying about all week. Awful weather, just brutal. You're slowly removing promoted from your store every day, and it sells some 100 a day and move 100 from promoted listings. Yeah, I know. To each their own with that thing. There's a lot. It's sometimes I'm in complete agreement with you, Noel, and sometimes I think it's like a necessary evil. Like so many other things, it depends on what you sell. After Memorial Day, your sales tank. Yeah. Yep, I know, and that's just the way it is. Which is why it's a little discouraging to see April be so bad for me anyway. But we'll see what happens. List is very true. Just keep listing. Hoping for a decent May. I guess the goal for me, again, is just to keep listing, especially these postcards. I have so many to get up now from virtually nothing a few months ago to tens of thousands to list. So that's got to be my move this month, is just list these things. And even if it is slow for summertime, when fall comes or when people stop buying again, hopefully I'll have, just so much more volume up there available for people to take a look at and hopefully purchase from me. It's my approach. Just list. May is the month of listing. All right, I think we're going to wrap it up, folks. It's almost 9 o'clock here in the East, and I'm sleepy. I will see everybody on Friday night. We'll do a chat show on Friday. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Hope your sales are good to you, and hope you have great health and success all week long. Have a great week, everybody. I'll see you on Friday night. And thanks so much for coming in. Good night.